When little Joe finally took his seat at the head of the family, everyone was waiting for one answer. How would he fire his first shot? No grand declaration, no cautious probing. Little Joe picked his target outright. On the surface, it was nothing more than a small import medical supply store. The Pope laughed on the spot. What kind of money could a place like that possibly make? But once the investigation began, everything changed. The shop might have been small, but the inventory was insanely valuable. Yet its security system was nowhere near that level. And more importantly, at the beginning of every month, all cash was consolidated and locked inside the store's safe, never less than $100,000. Even so, to the uncles, it still didn't look worth the risk. That's when little Joe made a decision that stunned everyone. He put his own power on the line. If this job pulled in less than $100,000, he would hand over the proxy rights to Blue Mom on the spot. From that moment on, no one questioned him again. Preparations began immediately. But when they finally arrived on site, the situation spiraled out of control. The entire block was surrounded, fully armed FBI agents everywhere. It was almost the worst-case scenario, but little Joe had already seen it coming. The operation launched instantly. A diversion. Gunshots were staged in nearby shops, followed by a carefully timed car crash, pulling the majority of FBI firepower away from the area. That's when the real move began. The Pope slipped in through the ventilation system, disabled the surveillance network in minutes, then exited through a route little Joe had prepared in advance. No alarms, no alerts, no trace. When the safe was finally opened, everyone fell silent. $150,000.
Come on, say it. Good job, Jay.
Thanks.
In that moment, the Pope finally understood. Little Joe was far more dangerous than any of them had imagined. But it didn't end there. Little Joe gave no one time to breathe. While the others were still savoring the win, he had already revealed the next target. And this time, his ambition was on an entirely different scale. So big it made their skin crawl. An armored cash transport plane. What no one knew was that this operation would also mark the beginning of the price Little Joe would pay.